Incredible evening, everyone. Incredible evening. I know I put, it technically pops up as a scheduled one, but it's been a while, but I was on a call and I also missed my other live videos today because I had to take my mom her key and then so I wasn't able to do my lives, which is but hey, they're free. I just told my students in my class, I was like, for classes, I make sure I am there by any means. I try to, unless I have to cancel it. But for live videos, it's just free. If I don't make it, I don't make it. I try and make every effort to. But yeah, today I just was one of those days. Although I plan to do two different ones, one for templates and one for like an actual on like actually either printing it or cutting it and pressing and all of that. I was not able to do it today. So I kind of don't like, kind of putting stuff out there because my schedule would change all the time. Because I wasn't supposed to have like a Q&A, but I did see the Cricut announcements, and y'all know, my love hate with Cricut. Hopefully Miss Gucci Crafts might see this and comment on it. But I thought it was very interesting, and I made a post about it. Quite a few comments and stuff on it. I've had people send me a day. And chop it up with y'all when it comes to this Cricut announcement. Oh, honey. Exactly. So let's talk about it, shall we? Hello, guys. I am Shakia, the professor. Now, my area of expertise is silhouette studio. So, the cameo machine. That's my machine of choice. I like their mats. I like some of their tools, but come on now. And we also are the owners of the Honestly Speaking brand, which we have amazing sublimation paper and sublimation ink that butcher paper, no parchment paper. I don't put it above, between. I don't lint brush. This shirt right here, made in 30 seconds. All right, with our Honestly Speaking paper, and y'all see how great those colors look. That is with plain paper setting. I don't use premium matte. So that's our product line. You can find it at shop.hsink365. Works. Check my video keeps going in and out. Definitely check out our content on the site, on our YouTube channels. The one that says Professor's Helpful Links will take you to our YouTube. You can join our Facebook groups from there, and you can see others using our amazing product line, benefiting from the classes that I teach and all that kind of good jazz. Right now, we are doing a 30 days Learn Silhouette Challenge. This is week 2 of it. And hold on, let me find that for you guys. And there we go. Oh, let me get rid of that one. So today we went over weld and divide. Tomorrow we're going through the basics of text, text to path. Oh, I didn't realize that was so out of line. The 10th is cropping to text. Oh, I'm missing. That's why it's out of line. I missed the whole 11th on this, child. What the world? I missed the 11th one. I'm like, why is that so off? But I'll go ahead and I'll fix that afterwards. But on the 11th, we are working on the line and shape tool. The 12th and the 13th is basically tracing days. I cannot believe I totally didn't see the fact that I was missing the 11th on there. So definitely need to go ahead and fix that. But it is Learn Studio in 30 days. You can check that out on our website. There's also a link in the description that will take you right to that listing on our website. It's amazing. The feedback that I have gotten back from it. I mean, there are people who have used Silhouette for years and they were only taught to use it based off of projects. And they are learning so much from the teachings that we're going through each and every day. For 30 days, at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we meet for basically an hour, and then on the weekends at 1 p.m. we have a little bit more time, and we do screen shares, and I make sure that you guys are able to click. And so we do all the important stuff on the weekend. Like we just did modify tools. This designs that you can use for your own products, like making shirts. The one that I gave them today, they can use for just birthday girl shirts. It's a birthday girl entourage. No, I think I gave them shipmates. So they were going on a cruise. I'll probably give them the word entourage, and they can make birthday shirts. They'll have some grad design by the time we get done. So not only are you learning to use Silhouette Studio, but you definitely will have some designs that you can use to place on your items as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one that's missing a date and show you guys the calendar. So that gives you a quick snapshot of all of the sessions that are coming up. Like I said, we just did we did weld and divide today, text, and I will post the full-on calendar on our website or on my Facebook pages in the group, just in case you wanted to see if this is something that will interest you. And the class or the course is only $83.65, and you get all of this for $2.73 per day. That's what it breaks down to. So definitely check out the website if you're interested in learning Silhouette Studio over the next 30 days. So every last one of my classes from day one, every last one of my classes comes with unlimited playbacks. You have access to them. And you have immediate access. We have an exclusive all right, there we go. I know what's happening. I know it's buffering a lot. I have no idea what's going on because the bars, okay, wait, that's who Netgear. Why did it go to that instead of my actual internet? Hold on one second. I see why it's doing it, but I don't understand why it's doing it. Hold on one second. That's so weird. Okay, so yeah, they said that it's going in and out for them. Hold on. I have no idea what's going on. Is our Wi-Fi in general? Okay. As MJ said, hey, internet went out. All right. Yeah, let's just do it like this. Um, let's go and yeah, it keeps because on my phone it just says you're currently offline. Um, let me see. Let's see if I can go on from my phone since we're just talking. StreamYard. All right. Hold on. Let me see if, oh, look, I'm only on 6%. I mean, 8% on my phone. That kind of sucks. Ooh, it's turning it sideways. And turn off here. There we go. All right, let's see if we can get this to work itself out for me, y'all watching me on there versus on the computer. Because yeah, regular Wi-Fi is acting crazy. Am I still buffering for you guys? I lost a lot of people. Okay. All right, let me go back up because there was all right. Have you checked our website? You guys come on here and ask me if I have something in. Have you been to the website lately? I'm not gonna tell you if it's available or not. I suggest you, and yes, it's you, and I love you, but you need to go to the website and see. That's what we have a website for. You can see everything that we have in stock and not in stock. Let's see. I don't know where it was, but basically, someone asked if our classes have replay. Every last one of my classes has replays. So I'm going to now go back up. And I've lost all the comments. Great. I don't know. Okay, then that was the ones from there. All right, perfect. That one. Okay. So that thing looks like it should be on a counter. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but anywho. So let's talk about it, right? I will say this about the Cricut, about their announcement. So if you don't know, you missed it. Cricut has the big announcement today, and they have 3 updates, or like they have 3 new heat source products. So they have an Easy Press 3 that will, it works just like the other one, darling. The only difference is it has basically like Bluetooth capability because they created an app. So that if you went on the app and you chose iron-on glitter and you hit, this is what I'm using, it's going to communicate with the Easy Press for it to automatically jump to that particular temperature and time. So it runs, like you can run it through an app. You can still change the numbers on it, but it runs basically through an app. They put all these numbers in there and boom. Now I don't know. I'm pretty sure hopefully on the app you can set your own, because see, if you ever use theirs, they're gonna have it for infusible inks. They're not gonna have stuff for HS ink, and the fact that we don't operate at them high behind temperatures. So hopefully the app makes it to where you can adjust your temperature to your liking and create your own presets. But they have the Heat Press app, and that runs, like, it controls the new Heat Press, Easy Press 3, and they also have a hat press now. They call it a hat press, but honey, homegirl, for me, okay, I'm going to explain what they have, and then I'm going to tell y'all the issues that I had with this announcement. So they now have a hat press, and it basically is a mini press that's curved. It was so funny when she was like, we've designed it with this unique curve. Girl, all hat presses have curves. I was like, oh, baby, go ahead with your marketing, honey. Go ahead with your marketing, but all hat presses have a curve. So it's basically a mini press that's curved,
and you got a big old ball that got like a little handle, and you put your hat over it, and you're supposed to press. But homegirl was ironing. There's a totally difference between press and iron. But never mind. Ooh, child. And then they have a heat press. So it's an auto press. Now, there are some features that I like about the auto press or their heat press, but then there's some features I'm like, look, y'all need to go back to the drawing board, okay? Because yeah. And so that's the big announcement. They have an Easy Press 3, a hat press, and an actual heat press. It's a 12 by 15. I had everything up to kind of go and show like the pictures and stuff when I was on my computer, but of course it's acting crazy right now, so I cannot show it. It'll just be too much to try and go and do all that stuff and turn my camera around, all that, but I'll do it later. So here's my thoughts on it, because some of you guys have asked my thoughts on it. So the hat press, I laughed so hard because I was like, baby, if we're gonna advertise this as a hat press, I'm gonna need you to press. When applying transfers, and if you're saying that this can be used with your infusible ink, because that's nothing but sublimation, what we cannot do is iron back and forth for anything sublimation. You're going to have so much ghost and it's going to be ridiculous. You need to press, honey. You definitely need to press. I was like, oh, baby, either you said you went to all these people's houses and saw what they need. You didn't see when it came to a hat press, you just close that thing and keep it moving, shouting. Her going back and forth. I'm like, Then when they showed the app and it's like, okay, flip your shirt over. Wait, why we flipping shirts over? Because if we just hold the pressure here and we press and we don't iron like we getting ready for school, this is why I can probably no one is ever going to ask me to be a sponsor, because I'm here for the people. And I'm going, for the average folk who know better. Now, if you are a hobbyist, you don't know anything about this, you want something that's easy, simple, you are somebody that's DIYing with your kids, I like them, they're thinking about safety and all of that kind of good jazz, I'm here for it. But you can't market to the people who running the business. Nothing about that is business. I mean, even when it came down to the mug press, all of y'all say y'all want to have businesses making mugs and this and the third. Cricut is what it is. Cricut is for hobbyists. I'm sorry. I'm going to be the one to say it. Cricut is for hobbyists. The way they create stuff, it's a lot of hobbyist type. Oh, they are never going to send me anything to test. My brand is not called Honestly Speaking for nothing. But hopefully, even if they don't send me anything to test, hopefully they listen, which they probably won't, because they know their demographic and who they're trying to market to. They want it for the person that's like, okay, look, I don't want to push numbers to get there. Let me just hit a button. See, people like me, I would have been more impressed if, like, the heat press, it has like 4 presets. If the Easy Press 3 would have had presets that you can preset them, I would have been okay. I might just holler at an Easy Press 3, because my phone always dead. So y'all like app for me to go and just hit a button and it adjusts to it. That don't work for people like me whose phone is always on 5%. Right now I'm talking to y'all. I had to plug it in because I went live and it said 9%. Oh, honey, me and your little app we can never be homie loving friends, because my phone is always dead. So I would never get anything pressed. So I would have been a little bit more impressed if they would have had presets on the Easy Press 3. That would have been something I'm like, okay, that's a game where it's still on the machine itself. I would have liked that. This hat press, darling. I don't get it. Maybe it's just how she used it, but I was like, that's a paperweight. That little ball, all I could think of when I saw the little ball was, ooh, is it weighted? Can I work out with it? Because that's, how the little ball and you go and you drop it. That's what it looked like with a little handle on it, and you put your hand. And she said, you can conform it to whatever. Oh, Jesus. Okay, let me stop laughing at these people, child. But it was, for me, it was the way that she used it and how she was pressing down on that hat. I was like, girl, bye. Maybe it's just me and the fact that I've had, several heat presses and just knowing how they work. For me, it was a joke. I was like, is that an exercise ball? That's what it looked like. It was like an exercise ball with a handle on it. And I was just like, oh. So we don't have nothing to really stabilize the hat. You got to put it on the ball. And she said you can squish it down to conform to the size, but that still don't really feel it. So when you put it on there, it creates more work. So for somebody who is in business, don't do that to yourself. I don't care if you're just starting off. That's too much. It's going to take too long for you to try and control this hat on this form, because hat presses, they go and you put it on there and there's like a little clamp on it so that it stays like in place. For most hat presses, that's the way that it's made. That little exercise ball, that's a no-brainer. Oh, you are sending a message that there is no longevity to your products when you bring out a press yearly. I wouldn't say that. We, as creators and crafters, like they said, going in and listening to people's pain points, I think they're very smart, especially for the heat press. Now, the price for it to be a glorified easy press, this is one of those situations where they assume that the feature of it is what will make people pay that amount. When you've had to, like, if it was a little bit bigger, if it was at least a 15 by 15, if it was square, that makes it so hard to know where the edge is. When you're wanting to overlap stuff, you want to do something bigger. It is the same shape as an easy press. It's curved. If it was straight on to where you had defined lines of where one part was pressed, because it's oval, when you want to overlap, because you're overlapping two ovals, if it was square, it'll be different. You can easily overlap. But because it's in a round shape, where you would probably normally just do 2 presses, you now have to do 4 because you now have to overlap again and overlap. But of course, they didn't design it for someone who wanted to do something larger. They designed it, okay, we're expecting you to just press this one time in this space. So they made it for a crafter, for a hobbyist. That's what it was designed for. Because the way, like just the shape of it, I was like, oh, that's a big no for me. But I've had my heat press. Y'all know I've had to have my knob. This $2,000 printer, within the first year, I had to have my knob replaced for the pressure. So when you have to constantly take the pressure up, take it down, y'all know how I am when it comes to, I increase the pressure so that I can knock out the lines. That was the first thing came to my head. When you have a polyester shirt and you're using, no matter if you're using sublimation paper, especially with infusible ink, that liner is thick as hell. So I know there has to be lines of demarcation with using the infusible ink things because it's a thick liner. So if you automatically adjust the pressure based off of the material that's there, if I needed additional pressure, you don't have that option. Kind of like how that crazy mug press is. So for just the average person, okay, well, I want to put it on, it'll automatically adjust to the pressure for this item. Well, for certain things, you need lighter pressure. Where is the option for me to adjust it? Because they did not say that heat press works on that app. That was part that was really, I was like, wait, the heat press don't work from the app? because they only talked about the Easy Press 3 and the hat press working from the Cricut Heat app. What about this auto press? They didn't mention, they never mentioned, or I missed something. Y'all let me know. If you are an avid Cricut person, you watched that a couple different times. I don't recall them ever mentioning that the heat press will work from the app, which was kind of weird to me. Because you made a point to mention that for the Easy Press 3, but not for the heat press. So if it was something that requires lighter pressure, just because an item is thicker, some things, in order for the ink to get through, it requires more pressure. There's no adjustment on there for me. That's a problem, because not everything requires heavy pressure. So I was like, okay, I don't like that. The way that, but just so that you don't have to turn the knob so much, and it so when they're saying it adjusts to the pressure, is it adjusting to give me heavy pressure, medium pressure, light pressure? Within sublimation, within heat transfer vinyl, if you're using screen print transfers, you need a certain amount of pressure. So your auto pressure gives me how much PSI. So for me, being the nerd about it, I just question everything. It will appeal to hobbyists. Oh my gosh, yes, I saw all those people, they have to keep adjusting it. I don't have to worry about that. Okay, baby girl, or baby boy, you just started. So you may not realize that adjusting your pressure is actually very important depending on the material. And just because the material is thick, you might still need more pressure on it, especially for certain things for sublimation, to push that ink through. So yeah, I had an issue with that as far as just the pressure. Now, I did kind of like the way, I thought it was a really cool design, the way that it came up and all that. The other thing that I did not like was the control panel not being on the unit. It now created a situation to where if for some reason something happened, you drop something that gets severed, that gets broken, I now no longer have the control panels for that. That threw me all off. I know for them it looked great. I don't know whose craft room they went in. They have all this extra space, so y'all got it on a nice little pretty counter. Okay, yeah, it's sitting over here. Look, I got time for this to be in my way. So if I have mine right here, a lot of people have theirs on a stand, right? Where am I put this little control panel at? Nope, back to the drawing board, or at least for me. That's what I thought of when I saw it. Why is the control panel separate? That don't make no sense. Then she said, for the auto press and the pressure, it's a motor inside. Oh, so we have yet something else. At least when it comes to the dial, all I had to do was change out a little knob. They can send it to me. But you're talking about a whole motor on the inside, and you got fans on the inside that'll keep it from getting hot. So if that fan goes out, am I going to burn my hand on all this plastic y'all got over here? If that motor goes out, is it no longer going to drop? Oh, honey, because see, heat presses that cost that kind of money, $1,000, it's called hydraulics. There's no motor in this. It's this doesn't have hydraulics, but most of the others, like my other auto press, it's a hydraulic system. I ain't got to worry about no motor. Something happened, okay, we just got to go ahead and change out the little piece to it. A motor, what's y'all warranty? Can this easily be fixed? Can I just replace that part myself? Or I got to send it to y'all to take it all the way apart? Oh, see, that's a no-go for me. I fixed heat presses. So for me, that was a big no. As soon as she said motor and fan. So if the fan goes out, y'all say, oh, we thought about all of the safety things. We made it to where it opens, bigger so that you don't, that, okay, cool. Have burnt myself a time or two, trying to get it in there. So I understood that part. All right, cool feature. I don't know what heat presses she was messing around with, but I don't know of not a nary a heat press to where the handle to close your press gets hot. Even if you got a pull-out tray, that don't get hot. I don't know about y'all, but I've never had my handle get hot. So I'm trying to figure out, where did that pain point come from, other than if you're trying to put your hand on top, which I've seen people do that, and I still be trying to figure out why you got your hand on top. Well, it is because they got too much pressure. Most times when I see people put their hand on top of the heat press, it's because they're trying to lift it up and not have the heat press come off the table. Baby, just adjust your pressure. You won't have that problem no more. But okay. I didn't understand some of these pain points that they felt like they were addressing. In theory, it sounds great when you think about different things, but a heat press is made that way for those reasons. So it was just a big no. And then when I saw, girl, 1,000. Y'all funny. That little pressure point is not worth $1,000 for 10 by 15, and it's round. It's not even square. $1,000. I go get a 15 by 15 for less than that, and it could be auto. I had it pulled up. I'm gonna try and flip it around for y'all. Hold on. I was like, oh wow. She says, nerd alert, it is separate because the unit is plastic. If the computer was on the unit, I mean, I know that, but I'm just saying it makes no sense to have it separate, because everything is, I know everything's plastic. So she says, that's what I said. Not one exactly. She said, I can buy a damn car with that. Yes, it is definitely team too much. If I'm going to drop 1,000 plus on a heat press, it's going to be a 16 by 20 or a 20 by 20. You ain't gonna get no 20 by 24 for no $1,000. Not a good one. No way am I spending $1,000 on a 12 by 15. Exactly. That's just ridiculous. Heat press is definitely all plastic. Too much. Yes, it's a stress relief ball. Let's see. Cricut needs to stop. They do it too much. I mean, I'm gonna tell y'all, the shenanigans are not gonna stop. If you have never seen Empire, if nothing else, it is a very, not gonna say very, but it is a pretty accurate depiction of once a company goes public. This is why several companies have gone to where they're no longer public, because of all, like, you have a lot of people to answer to. You have shareholders. If you don't want to watch Empire for the shenanigans, watch it for those moments when, as the creator of this company and going public, you are able to be voted out by your shareholders, and who has, those who are on the board, and you have to do, you have to make decisions based off of those who have shares. You have to do certain things to make money so that those who have purchased shares, they're making money and not lose on their investment. So now when the shareholders are losing money, it's like, okay, you got to make some moves because we got to make money. So they're going to trust and believe, honey. They have a lot of people to answer to. Several of you guys are shareholders and brought in some of that stock. So if it starts to plummet and they're not making sales, they're going to come up with something new to make that coins go and keep it going up on the stock exchange, because they have a lot of people to answer to. So trust and believe that this is not the end of the shenanigans. 15 by 15. Is this an auto one? That's not an auto one. That was an impress one. Heat presses, let's go to 15 by 15 press, and high pressure. Let's see. I want to see auto open, and boom, 15 by 15 auto open, $599.95. Slide out drawer and auto open, $699.95. Why am I giving you $1,000 for 12 by 15? I don't know, but okay, that's just me. Oh, semi-auto. Well, even the other ones, well, they could put auto open. Like all these, like even on here, they call it an auto open press. So, So you can just you can utilize any of my, once you go onto the site from any of my links, it automatically gives me credit. So you can go through the like my links for for the roll-in, my links for what's that thing called? The silhouette upgrade. As long as you click on my link to get to their site, I get credit for whatever you purchased during that session. Yeah, so just as long as you click on my link. I think I have one that just goes directly to their site. It just goes to Swinging Design, and it's embedded. Still catering to hobbyists of small business is like they don't do any data analysis, but they're basically saying, as much as y'all are using it for business, like that's not, they're sticking to their niche. Their niche is not small businesses. Their niche is a hobbyist and a crafter, yet they keep coming out with crap like they are wanting to cater to them, but they're still doing what their niche requires. They want that mom that just wants to make little crafts with her baby to do that, because it's like, okay, it's safer for my children. So they're still catering to their niche. Big announcement for them only. I used the tacky sheets for the first time. I loved it. I used the rolls, but paper is so much easier. It is. It is for if you do a lot of shirts and you rather have the tacky sheets, it is a lot easier and a lot better to just have the sheets ready to go. Hold on. Okay. That was when I was talking about the buffering. Oh, if you yes, so all of our classes have replays. Dumb overpriced gimmicks they are selling. So I think I read all of those. They need, what do they need to come out with though? They just realized the biggest home office cutter within the last year, Cricut's full of money grabbing gimmicks instead of a large print and cut like they need to do. Unless they are going to move to a straight up, I purchased a 16 by 24 pull-out auto press for a little more than $9.99. Yeah, do your research. Yeah, mine was less than that when I got mine. My 16, well, I don't have a 24. I have a 16 by 20 auto press, and it's a pull-out, and I paid, what, $600-700 for it? So, yeah, definitely do your research. You need to focus on, y'all can give that up. Now, let me tell you what was so funny, right? He knew. People didn't give a damn about what the hell he was talking about, because he preferenced it by saying, late to the live, but I'm already knowing how you feel about the announcement. Exactly. He went and he said, we have a lot of upgrades. Like, what did he say? I forgot how he said it. So he hinted to that they're gonna have programming and software upgrades that are in the works. But you also said you've been working on this heat press for 4 years. So how long y'all really gonna have to wait? Unless they come out with a standalone program, y'all can give it up, okay? I'm gonna need y'all to realize that Cricut is not meant for your bigger print and cuts. The quicker you guys as Cricut users get over that, the happier your lives will be. You're going to have to learn a different program, because that's not what their niche is. Y'all keep asking for something y'all not gonna get, okay? You're not gonna get it. Give it up. You need to give it up. Had about enough. It's not hard to see. It's gonna remain small. I'm sorry that you think they care about you. You just need to leave. My bad, y'all. Somebody said they don't like when I do that and I talk about Cricut stuff. That it's not nice to talk about a product that they like to use. I'm not, trying to be funny, but I mean, you're mad at me, but you need to give it up. They're not changing that. They like the way that I don't foresee them coming out with a standalone program for you guys to be able to save outside. They are creating every single resource that they feel like they need for their products. Do you really think they're going to let you take it outside of their program easily? They are trying to corner you and want you to have everything Cricut. If y'all don't see that, Ray Charles can see that. They're never going to make it to where you can go outside of their program. They are meant for you to be I'm a slave for you. You're not going to. They're not going to make it where you can save outside of the program by a click of a button, because they want you to stay on their platform. They want you to buy things through their Cricut Access Design Store or whatever. She says, "You're wrong." I always make up a song. I always do that. But yeah, they're just not like thanks, because they wasn't getting my money until I knew you weren't gonna get yours. One. And she's like, which is why I'm honing in on my silhouette skills thanks to your class. And don't get me wrong, I like silhouettes. To me, there are certain features where when it's working, I have CorelDRAW, I have Illustrator, I have Photoshop. There are certain things where it's just so much easier. The fact that Silhouette has a actual trace and detach, that is not a feature that's in any Illustrator program or even CorelDRAW, where you can go and search the outside of something and remove like the background that easily. And it's still, or, you know, and to be able to do the trace, there are different things that you have to do to create that cut line. You have to make a duplicate of it. Go ahead, do that trace, release it, weld it so you can have just the outline. It's not that easy in those programs. I use them. I have CorelDRAW. Y'all know, my mama told me to stop saying it, but y'all know, if you watch some of them interviews, y'all know what I done in some CorelDRAW and Photoshop. Okay. I've done some things. I can make it do what it do, honey. But Silhouette Studio is just easier for a lot of different things compared to some of those. Now, the other programs have more features that they don't have. You know, when it comes to putting stuff on, you know, in perspective and doing different warps and or doing word art like within it and having it conform to a shape. Yeah, you can't do those things. I mean, the spacing where you can move something and you see your guides and then you have like the little things that's going to show you that it's evenly spaced. Like those little things as far as graphic designing, Silhouette's never going to have that. That is the joy and the benefit of learning those, because there's little nuances that happen on screen that just makes it a little bit easier as far as design. It will make your designing more efficient. But as far as the things that you can just do in the program, you can do in Silhouette. So don't get me wrong, I am Team Silhouette, and I've created a whole business. I think it is a decent gateway drug, as you will, or gateway program to get into graphic designing, and it will help you understand those robust programs a little bit more, because you would have mastered the basics. So then you can focus on some of those other tools, understanding how to use your brush tool and use like to adjust levels and use your clone tool and all those different things. But their machines only does so much. Why people say, okay, yeah, Silhouette is catered to businesses. They really aren't, because it is loud. They have never gone over, like they have this big clunky assembly for the blades. Even Cricut has a blade assembly that's more like a commercial cutter. At some point, you will outgrow a Silhouette. I have 6 of them, yet I still have a US cutter. I still have a Roland. I still want a Graph Tech. These are great for like little small stuff, but I'm doing, you know, I like having these. They're cost efficient, and I can load multiple mats and just cut them to where they're cutting at the same time. Whereas if I did a bigger one, even if I were to print out the whole thing, I have to, like, you know, it's a lot of stuff to it, and then just recutting it. They really don't make cutting mats. Bigger cutters are meant more, to me, they're meant more so for cutting bigger runs of vinyl, bigger runs of heat transfer vinyl and things like that. For some, me as someone as a paper crafter and I'm doing print and cuts, even when someone has a big cutter, you need a mat. And who makes the mats? They make them basically for Cricuts and all that. So if you're doing paper, you still need a mat. That's where these come in. As a professional paper crafter and print and cut, these work. If I wanted to scale up to do bigger decals, I'm going to get a bigger cutter. You will eventually outgrow it depending on the direction of your business. It serves a purpose, but it's not the end all and be all. Like, they know their market, and Cricut caters to, I don't want to do any work. Make it so easy for me. Why is it so hard? Oh my gosh, I don't want to have to change the knob. Why do I have to hit the buttons to get from 400 to 365? Oh my gosh. Oh, dang it. I went past 365. Oh, I had to go back up. Oh my gosh. So it's made for kind of like a lazy person. Not saying lazy. I'm not saying that. Lazy as far as like doing tasks. And they think that it's making it faster, but it's like, come on, dude. It's for people who want plug and play. That's what Cricut is for. It is for that plug and play person, which is why so many people are intimidated when they go to Silhouette, thinking that it's too much going on because it's not plug and play. We want to, you know, talk about the feature of, okay, it'll separate everything for you. It's the people that want to be not spoon fed, but it's like, okay, it's just easier. Easy doesn't always mean that it's better. Why? My bad. Y'all laughing at me. I love their song. It's perfect for the Cricut. Like, y'all need to give it up. I can do it easy in Vinyl Master DST. That is my favorite designing program. It costs a grip though, but that's what I'm saying. It's the cost. Can you do a lot of stuff in that? But that's Vinyl Masters. That's not Illustrator. That ain't Corel Draw, and it costs. So for someone who just wants to learn, especially just starting out as a small business owner, Silhouette Studio, even just paying $100 for the business edition is a small price to pay to have all of the features. My students now, they are like, wait, tacky paper activates when heat. So obviously I'm just trying to figure out a fix. Wait, we must have said something else. Hold on. So, you know, we have the same press, right? So I was doing a couple shirts, and with light pressure, my top platinum slides, and it put some ghosting even with the tacky paper. And I know that tacky, that's kind of weird. I've never had ghosting. Yeah, I'm not sure. You have a Hotronix one? I've never had, unless you're hesitating with putting it down. I've never had that issue. I've always used it for sublimation designing, but it's time to use it for print and cut and everything else. I love my Cricut machine, but it doesn't mean I think that everything they do is good. You won't want to be buying any of this stuff. All right. Cricut made an announcement of 3 new heat presses. So they have they've updated the Easy Press 3 that it works from an app. They now have a hat press with the I mean, not an exercise ball. I'm gonna call that thing a medicine ball. It do look like a soft kettlebell. I'm not even gonna lie. That's the first thing I was like, oh, I can work out with that. Is it weighted? So anywho, so they have a hat press that they use like it was an iron, and then they have an auto open press with a handle that doesn't get hot. Although I don't know any heat press where the handle gets hot. No pressure knob. And yeah, so that's what they came out with recently. So yeah, that's their big announcement. No change to the program. No, you cannot save to take it to a different program. No, you don't have a bigger print and cut. Yeah, You still a slave. Because they say you can work off the internet. When my internet is not on, my Cricut don't really work that well. So I checked the design software, and they determined that was a lie. Okay, because mine don't work if my internet acting crazy. Cricut's trying to be Apple. That was a conversation I had with someone where it's like just coming out with something new every single time. But it makes sense. This is something that I knew was going to happen. I said that when they went public, I told y'all, please be prepared for a lot of things because they now have shareholders. They got a lot of people to answer to, and they need to make a lot of money because they went public. So it's going to be a lot of stuff that makes no sense. And Facebook groups is what's going to feed them in a lot of the different things that they make. So, this is the part that was funny to me, right? So I have a question. Did Cricut not have iron-on vinyl before the Easy Press? So when Homeboy acted as if the heat press was all new and innovative, how the hell was you? And you talking about something, you be at home making mugs and making stuff with your kids and stuff. Boy, if you don't stop lying, because you act like you ain't never heard of a heat press. And when she was explaining, he just acted so shocked and sir, I understand the marketing, but you could have saved that, because if you've been working on it for 4 years, you obviously were part of, you knew all the steps. You're the CEO. You've been working on it for 4 years. Please don't play with my intelligence. Like I was actually a little upset with how he tried to play on my intelligence with his excitement or enthusiasm about it's different. Like, okay, just saying, okay, these are new features, but he did it from a standpoint of like, oh wow, this is brand new to me. So you knew what a heat press was for. That it's meant to not have to apply pressure. Like that's what a heat press is for. That it does it for you. Like, sir, girl, let's not go there. And let me see. That would probably whatever surface you have it on, because mine does not move. Mine doesn't move at all. So it might be whatever surface you have it on. I love my Silhouette. I'll stay there. I wish they come with a better heat press than Cricut. Don't wish that. It is like when a company feels like they have completely cornered, like to me, they don't put as much emphasis in what it is that they put. Like, I don't know how to say it. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure, because I don't think I've ever heard of it, but let me make sure before I make this statement and I sound like, wait, let me see. So, okay, so they don't have any. I had to make sure. That is like if, okay, so, okay, they do, it says, but that is, who is this? Cole Haans. They claim that's a Nike. I've never known it to be. I want to see what this is, because it says, yeah. How is that a Nike Air? I think they're just using the name. That's definitely not a Nike shoe. But I personally, as much as I love Silhouette, they had, don't get me wrong, they've had a heat press. If you missed it, hopefully Melissa and Ken's video is still up. They went to a craft conference or whatever, like a few years back before the pandemic. There was a Silhouette press and it looked a hotmess.com. I was like, what it looked almost like that Cricut one. It looked like I was like, how are you supposed to use this? This makes absolutely no sense. So Silhouette has tried it. They have tried it. They had one. It never hit the market. I wouldn't want them because that's not what their specialty is. And then I would talk about them the same way I talk about Cricut. I'm gonna need you, before you start doing all this other stuff, don't come out with a mug press, a heat press, a hat press, a nothing press. Can you please fix this program first? Because I can't go to 4.4 because, baby, it's just team too much for me. I need you to fix this program first. But I would not want them to. there are companies who have, that's what they specialize in. And that's who I'm going to give my money to. I don't associate silhouettes with a heat press. So when I saw it, I was like, ooh, Team Y. I'm gonna need y'all to stick to cutting machines and keep it at that. I was even disappointed, or I was not impressed with the 20-inch or 24-inch cutter. You can't cut 24 inches with that type of blade carriage. If I'm gonna pay that kind of money, or if I'm gonna need a 24-inch cutter, I'm going to get one that has gravity feed, because the tracking on it, it sucks. I'm gonna need something that's a little bit quieter. You think I want to listen to that crap as it goes across 24 inches? Hell to the no. The 24-inch cut, no, no, no. I just thought that was just the makeup of it. The fact that they didn't change the downward force. Why we got a 24-inch cutter? Like, why? I don't get it. Then you got a 15 by 15 cutter, but your mat numbers only go to 14 inches across. Wait, whose bright idea was this? It only goes across 14, which is why most people have issues cutting on the 15 by 15 mat for print and cut, because you actually have to take it out to the line that's to the outside, because their actual mat is 14 by 15. I'm sorry, whose bright idea was this? I don't get it. So there's a lot of stuff like that they just didn't think it through when it came to trying to go bigger. I just wish they would have worked and made the blade carriage better. Please answer me why I no longer can do repeat jobs with the 4. Please explain to me why I don't have a USB port, because your Silhouette Go barely works. The Bluetooth on it goes out. So why did you take away features? I don't have any physical buttons to see anything. That light goes out. I can't do nothing with this. Harpo, why? So don't think that they're, again, I'm too honest. But if they listen, you got to send me no free machine. You got to make me a sponsor, spokesperson, whatever, because I'm going to give it to you like it's real. But what you probably do need is me in your research room, because nope, that ain't going to work. I've used this in so many different ways that don't make no sense. Nope. Next idea. I'm not your yes man, okay? Just because you got money and stuff and you're the big boss. I have worked many a job where I challenge somebody and be like, okay, look, that makes absolutely no sense. And I develop things to make it better, to where they're still using my stuff to this day. And I haven't worked there in 11 years, yet they still use some of my processes and procedures. So I'm just that good. Let's see. CEO in his case means compensating officer. He's embarrassing the Cricut brand, and if he has no idea what they have already been doing for years. I was like, bro, what? I love it. I'm gonna use that to politely call somebody dumb. They are, I think, because you can do the CET light. So I think it has to do with GraphTech, which is what I did not understand. The one for GraphTech, it looks the same as far as like the programming. It mimics each other, but they don't have one of the GraphTechs does have I think it's the CET light. It does have this little jacked up blade carriage, but yeah, I think the makers of GraphTech created a hobby one for it. So yeah. But yeah, that was the announcement. If you missed it, it's quite a few guys on now. It was very, very comical, but I gave my thoughts and just the breakdown of, parts that seem great, but then there are other things that I just think were not fully thought out. Being that a lot of people are using it for business. The pandemic has made it to where so many people want to have, an extra stream of income with using these, or they just want, really are hobbyists and just want some mad money, some pocket change. But there's so many YouTubers, social media influencers that are using it, TikTokers that are showing like their Cricut stuff, and it has become business for a lot of people. those who are constantly going to keep buying into and buying into and buying into these machines, a lot of them are looking to do it for business. And as much as they are a hobby company, they need to recognize that people are and make things that make a little bit of sense. Again, print and cut and larger print and cuts is not what they created it for. Okay, y'all lucky y'all can actually operate without cartridges, because honey, I was floored once they sued Probocraft. I mean, once they sued Make the Cut and Sure Cuts a Lot. When Probocraft sued them, I was like, oh, they want to try to be a slave to these cartridges. But I guess to them it made sense because they were about to make it where you can design on your own. I mean, the Gypsy gave us a little bit of that. Oh, yes, I'm very well versed in Cricut. If you did not know, I was a Cricut user when it was cartridges, and it was, it was great as a paper craft and just as a hobbyist. I liked it, but when it came time for business, honey, me and Cricut could, we were not homie loving friends. So the Gypsy kind of gave you a little bit of that because you can kind of do certain things on the go. It was like you can take it away, it wasn't just on the machine itself, but at their core, they are for hobbyists. As businesses, they want you to conform to their style or like how they choose to operate. They are not. That's like, let me tell y'all something with, asking them and keep asking about a heat, did anybody ask Cricut for a heat press? Did anybody ask Cricut for a mug press? People go on blog posts on their Facebook page, and they're asking about saving files. They're asking about print and cut. That's what people ask for. And you know what they did? Okay, this is what we want to do. I want you to think about it like this. If your client, your customers came to you and told you how to run your business, how you going to look at them? When you get a text message, you get an email, you get an inbox saying, oh, you need to do this. You and somebody group saying, oh, hell no, this customer, yeah, these customers is crazy. They did this, they did that. Y'all think Cricut not doing the same thing? The stuff you saying, they know what they want for their business. We think because we giving them millions and millions and millions that they're supposed to conform to what, when I say we, because I don't really rock with them like that they're supposed to conform because we're giving you our money. You should give us what we want. Your customers give you their money too. Do you conform and give them what they want when it's not in line with your business and what you want to do? We often forget we want to become consumers, but also business people and make it work for us when it comes to us, but not thinking about somebody else's business. And Cricut, and look here, changing that. We think about it. As much as y'all complain about the print and cut, how many people still buying Cricuts? So it can't be that big of an issue. Is it going to make more people want a Cricut just because they changed the print and cut? Hell no. Is it going to make them sell more units because they have bigger print and cut? It's so many people got all these machines, and when they came out with this 3, even though it wasn't a bigger print and cut, guess what they did? They still went out and bought that Maker 3. They went out and bought that Air 3. No new features other than this. Oh, this is the other thing that bothers me about Cricut is everything is smart. They're low-key calling y'all dumb. I'm sorry. To me, it's shaded that everything is this smart. I just hate that word because it's not smart at all. But anywho, so they made it to where instead of you buying 12-inch vinyl, they're going to charge you for 13-inch vinyl, because that's really the only thing that's smart about it is it's 13 inches wide so that it can go under the rollers. But it don't work no different than the 12-inch vinyl. So yeah, they're going to create things that's going to make you want to buy it. Changing print cut ain't stopping y'all from not buying or not buying these. It's not stopping y'all from promoting them. It's not stopping people from wanting to be sponsors and be all up on their butt talks so they can get some coins and get some free items because you craft and it's so expensive. Okay, well, let me become a Cricut influencer so they can send me some free stuff. That's all they worried about, is increasing more influence, like just getting more influencers. They don't care about your demands because you're still buying something. So until y'all stop buying Cricut-ish and clamoring over the foolishness they throw, the little scraps they throw at you, they're going to keep ignoring your demands because guess what? You still using it. So that's like me. I go to McDonald's all the time hoping that, praying that they ice cream and they frappe machine work, which is why sometimes now I ain't got time for my heart to be disappointed when I want a frappe. So I'm grateful for the fact that they have a Wawa's. Do I pay way more money at Wawa's? Yes. But I'm there faithfully. And there's another one that was in the car. I'm there faithfully because I don't have to worry about the machine being down. It's a blender. They can go get them. It can work any blender to make my frappe. Let's see. It is because of the expanding of the craft world. That's why they are rolling out products. They know people will pay for that heat press. It's a whole thread of people. Oh, I cannot wait. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. And that's why they go keep on doing what they're doing. She said this live is a comedy show. Yes, they want their consumers to conform to them. They're not going to ever bend and conform to their consumers. If enough of my customers said the same thing and it doesn't compromise what I believe in, yes, I will transition. That's not. So if enough of your customers told you your prices were too high, you're going to go and drop them for them. If your customers went and said, okay, well, how can I say it? A lot of people changed to sublimation because of it. They wanted full color stuff, so they moved away from the vinyl because, okay, they want it. So they added that to it. But as far as how your business runs, what hours of the day are you open? How, it's just certain things within your business. You're not going to really adjust to everything that your customers are saying. Exactly. You can get around it by going to other people, but they still got your money for the machine. So they don't care about your gripes about print and cut. And for the price of the auto press, wow, really, I describe that hat press ball the same way a medicine ball exercise. It is. I just can't jive with that cameo. And it's not for everyone, but Cricut also isn't. So if you can't do the cameo, then your next step is to get a true commercial cutter. If you can't jive with the cameo, that means that you don't want the features. You're okay with that. For me, I cannot create large cutouts with a Cricut. That's just not going to work for me. Their program doesn't allow me to create like this. This is my business. The hell? MJ. Oh, never mind. This was the bulk of my business. Cricut can't do nothing for me to be able to create these. Even if I got a big certain commercial cutters, I can go and now with my rolling. If I want to do these now, this is paper, so I can just glue it. But if I want to do this now, I upgrade it. I got a rolling, and with that one, I can print out this entire thing, cut it from vinyl, put the vinyl down on my foam board, and just cut it out. I don't have all of the cuts, but here's the downside of my rolling. This, even with all of these pieces, would cut faster than it would on my rolling. It's just that I end up having, so it's like this would print out faster, but then I have to still go in and cut it. The rolling prints way slower, and this will be one continuous cut, so it wouldn't be that bad on cutting. And then as far as putting it together, this would be more work because I have to, like, line it up and all that stuff. But with the vinyl, if I don't laminate it, it's too thin. So I could have a lot more ripples. So each one has pros and cons. Just because I can print larger. Now I can print larger on paper as well. I can't really have it. I mean, you can have it cut, but I don't want to mess up my cutting strip. So I would still need some sort of mat. And the way the rolling is, it doesn't have rollers that hold it in place. It's these little thin gray things. So that makes it where I can't put a mat under it to be able to hold it in for paper. Paper, I just print. I don't cut on it. Vinyl has a backing, so I can cut it. But with vinyl, you get the printable one, depending on which millimeter you get. It's thinner, it's more likely to get ripples and bubbles. Then I have to go in and put it down. I got to pop bubbles and do this and do that. That can be more work, where I didn't have that with this. I cut it, I put it down, I glued it, I was done. So it's just, there are pros and cons to everything. So although you can't drive with it, you may not like the sound. That means you don't want the features of it. So you're either going to do the workaround, whatever you can, and go to a different program, save it, go over here, and pray that it cuts correctly on your Cricut, or you're going to invest in another machine. I'm not saying that it's for everyone, but for what I do, it's the ideal machine. And and it's at a great price point to where graduation season is coming up. I sell several fans, or I have a lot of different customers. If I just invested in one big machine, I have to wait for that to print off, cut off, and wait for all of it to go before I can start production. Whereas with my cameos, I can go and let it print out through the night, load them on my machines, and I can be cutting several different jobs at one time. I can be cutting the printed part, the print and cut on one machine. I can be cutting all the backings on another one. So for me, having these machines is a lot more efficient than any other, just having one big cutter. And Cricut could never, it don't do nothing for me. I don't get a hard on for Cricut because it can't do bigger print cuts. And I don't do graduation fans that's this big. So it just doesn't work for me. You have to just understand, what is your purpose? What are your intentions on what you want to do with the different machines? So a silhouette isn't going to work for me for everything. When I want to, that's why I got a bigger cutter. When I want to do bigger vinyl cuts, or I want to do a lot of vinyl cuts and not have my tracking go off, I use my bigger cutter. Do I use that one all the time? No, I use it only when I need it. It's there. It serves a purpose for when I need it for that purpose. But these work for me fine every day. Cricut is a hardware company, meaning machines. They don't care about the software. Plus, the software company don't care about the software for their business customers. They really don't care about hobbyists. Let's see. You can only press the infusible ink once, major ghosting if you try to repress it. I have some, I've never actually used it. Okay, again, it is still, everybody, I have a hack. I have a hack on how to design, but you still have to go from another program and bring it in. I ain't got time for that. So of course, there's a hack around it, but it still requires you to go in, and it's not always perfect and ideal. I've even had, I know the hack too. I've done it, but it's still not, you have to, if I got to design in Silhouette, or if I have to design in Affinity and do all this stuff, I might as well just do it on a cutter that is compatible with it. You can go and set up, if you get a cutter that has print and cut, or arms one, you can go and design from Illustrator, or, well, not to Illustrator, let's just say Vinyl Masters, and be able to go and just send it and do all the stuff that you need to do, turn registration marks. You don't have to go outside of its system. I don't have time for workarounds. When I'm doing graduation fans, I ain't got time for them workarounds. No, it cannot cut foam board. Invisible ink. She said invisible. It's called infusible, girl. But yeah, me and the workarounds, and Yeah, and it's only a limitation to those that don't know it's possible. I mean, anything is possible, but again, it's still a workaround. Like, I mean, I can't do everything in Silhouette Goods program. I have to go out. I have to get workarounds. If I want to create a fade, I had to create it. You know, I've sold quite a bit of those. I've made good little penny off of my fade bars because you cannot do that. There's a hack for it. I had to create it in Photoshop and then make it available for people to use in Silhouette. So everything within these craft machines and craft systems, there's going to be a hack for it. She said it looks like a waffle iron. She said same thing, might as well be invisible. Yes, but HS Inc is the bomb.com. But I've been on for an hour and 15 minutes ago. I didn't think I'd be on this long. Only reason why is because I didn't do my other 2 live videos today. Because I had to go rescue my mother. She locked her keys in her car. And then on the way back, I was like, wait, I'm gonna need her to get somebody roadside assistance. Cause that gap, I put the middle grade in my car. That thing said 455. And I was stuck in traffic for something that should have took 15 minutes. All this traffic took me 3 hours to get to her and back. I was like, oh no, I was not coming on live with y'all. I was so frustrated from sitting in that car for so long trying to get to her. She needs somebody roadside assistance. I can't do it again. And gas costs too much for somebody locking their keys in the car. It probably been cheaper to bust her window to get the keys out than it was gonna cost me in gas. I got a Durango. Egg. Me and you were here. I got a bunch of machines because I don't like limitations. I got convinced my husband to buy a Roland because I don't like the limitations. But yeah, so I didn't do my live, so I decided to come on and chop it up a little bit with y'all. Hopefully Wednesday, I'm able to. Tomorrow is, I don't have business, so I may try and squeeze it in for tomorrow to do like showing you guys how to use a template and then doing the print and cut for the fan. I'm going to try and do that tomorrow if I can, but I had already planned out some other stuff, so we will see. That's why I'm like, I don't like to plan and give y'all like a solid date, because if I can't go live, I don't want y'all to be like, I thought you were coming on. Look, busy businesswoman, life, and all kinds of stuff. I'm waiting for Cricut to work. That's not gonna happen. Not gonna. We discussed that. It's not gonna happen. You need to get it up. Had it bad enough. It's not hard to see that ain't gonna happen. You gonna be limited to 6 point. No, it's not 6.2. It's 6.75. 9.2. Yeah, it ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen, Captain. Give it up. That ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Boom, boom. Hey, hey. Okay, my bad, y'all. It's not an investment for me this year or the near future. The devil is a lie. But no, these in my feed to watch knowing my taxes about to. Oh gosh, y'all are crazy. But yeah, hopefully I can do it tomorrow. I'm actually trying to make sure I prep for my 30-day challenge, which, let's see, can I show it on here? Brand. I think I can still show that on here. If you guys don't know, oh, I should have did a plug. When I actually hit like 112 people between all the platforms. Oh, you know what? I'm not responding to anybody from. I never went in and changed Shaquille Lavelle to public. So I did not see any actual comments from anybody on Shaquille Lavelle. I'm so sorry. I was not ignoring y'all. And it's quite a few comments on there. Hold on. What is the recommended software version for Silhouette now? I still use 4.3.370. Oh, I'm so sorry, y'all. My bad. I completely forgot because I switched over and I came onto my phone. I forgot to change the privacy. So why won't they make the changes we really care about? Because they don't care about y'all. She said it does look like a kettlebell. Look, I know it's super loud. Don't go there with my stuff. I know it's super loud. Now I can't see the rest of the comments. What? Oh man, and it really will not. Okay, there we go. Oh man, I missed a whole lot of comments. My Cricut, wait, child, why Cricut think they have a Hotronics press, $1,000 for that small crap? What were they thinking? Do I offer the ink cartridges? Yes, I do. We have cartridges for, we have the 252 cartridges and the 812. So that's for like the 7710, 7720, 7210, 7610. And then the 812 is for the newer ones, the 7840, 7820, 7310. Those are the only cartridges we carry. They're not thinking, LOL, they need to work on getting their cutters to cut larger and stop trying to push out new equipment. I can't wait for the battle to talk to Gucci about this one. Look, Friday Night Live is going to be, yeah, we need to bring the firing squad for Gucci for this one, for Friday Night Live. But I think she went live to talk about it. Well, she made a post about it. I need them to put this energy into fixing the easy presses they have. The overheating and errors they can't fix. I only have one easy. I have one easy press, the 9x9 and the mini press, which I've never actually used. Truth be told by me. So the people that make the decisions obviously don't use the products. Oh, he claimed he did, but can't be. I believe they know exactly what they're doing. Cricut has a large customer base that will buy anything they put out. Very much so. They're going to sell these things hand over fist. Right when it hits the website, it's going to say sold out. I give it a good hour. And that's being generous. And they're going to be sold out. It looks like an oversized waffle maker. I agree with that. It was pointless to have it separate. She said it's for mouse pads. They had the wrong people in the boardroom for this meeting. I agree. I paid $2,250 for my Hotronics. I wish I would drop half of that on a Cricut. Exactly. What crafty mom is dropping $1,000 on a big oval iron, one with a sugar daddy? I think they're weeding out small businesses, no pun intended. Let's see. Okay. What did you miss? You know what? I just sat here and read all of these when I could have just went on here and changed the privacy on this video. What was I thinking? I don't know why I just didn't change the privacy so that I can see your comments over here. Duh, Shakia. All right, make that public. All right, there we go. So now I can see comments that pop up. But shameless plug. There we go. We finished day 7 today. We have day 8 for my Learn Sew Studio in 30 days. Here is the full calendar, which is kind of small, but it'll be on my page, my profile, my regular pages for all the things that you will learn over the 30 days. It's an amazing price. Could I have charged more? I sure could have. A lot of people told me, oh my gosh, you know, there are people charging $100, $150 for one day, and you're doing 30 days for $83. Yes, my business, my prices. I don't feel like I have to do that. I do quite well, and it's what I chose to do. It's not a matter of not knowing my worth, because baby, as the GOAT, definitely worth more. But for my core audience, I think about them. And one of the things I always hear is, you know, if they really want to, of course, they would pay it. But I have so many courses that come out. I have a lot of repeat customers because I don't overcharge for one thing. And because, you know, I can drop another class and they're going to join that. I got another program and they're going to join that because collectively they're all very affordable and they don't want to miss out on any of the greatness that I provide. So yes, y'all can stop inboxing me talking about something. Oh my God, it's too, I mean, what, girl, why you did that? That's so low. Because it's my business and I can do what I want to do. But yes, day 8 tomorrow is basics of text. We're doing text to path, cropping to text. So they're going to be able to after that one, create some amazing graduation things. The line and shape tool, when I tell you I'm about to blow their mind with what you can do with the line tool, I'm about to blow their mind on, what's that, on Thursday. Oh wait, I forgot the 11th. Don't judge me. Yes, I know the 11th is missing. So the line tool is on the 11th. That's on Friday. That's gonna be a really, really good class. I'm almost tempted. I have another class. If I didn't have masters, I would be so tempted to do line tools on at 6 o'clock, but I have my master's class on Friday. But yes, that is the full lineup of Learn Silhouette Studio in 30 days. You can still enroll. All sessions have playbacks because I can't do everything at night. I got children. I have other obligations because I have a program that meets every Wednesday, every other Friday, and every other Tuesday and Thursday in the evening. So if I want to do 30 days, I definitely had to do it at a time that's best for me. And my work day, I work a 9 to 5 like y'all. I like to be on. Y'all make it to where your girl can't be off at 5, 6 o'clock. Y'all like to leave y'all job. Y'all forget this is my job. This coming on live is my job. So I like to leave my job. I don't want to be on at work all day. I'm on live with y'all at 9 o'clock in the morning. Y'all want to be on live with y'all at 9 o'clock at night too? I like breaks. Y'all ain't gonna make me a slave to y'all. I'm just playing. But it is at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So I know it's inconvenient for some, but I did make an exclusive group so you can ask questions at any time. We will have review sessions. So it's not like I just, teach you and just throw you to the wolves and leave you on your own. You do have a group where you can ask questions. And even in the sessions, you're able to ask questions. And towards the end, I do have some evening sessions for Q&A and a review. So you can join at any time. After the 30 days, you just won't have access to any live sessions. This will not happen again live for 365 days. It won't happen live again until 2023. We're not doing this again. This is a lot. But you can join and it will be available for purchase. And some people prefer the playbacks of it afterwards. So it's going to always be available. The playbacks will be available. But if you would ever like to experience one of my sessions live, they promised me that they would drop what it's like to attend one of my classes live, because it's an amazing experience. It's like going to Disneyland. It's amazing. All right. So definitely check that out. Go to our website and also check out our amazing products. You can create amazing designs like this. Oh, my boobs look humongous on my phone. 365 degrees, 30 seconds. That's all it takes. Be bomb. Plain paper, bright white. Colors dope. It's I don't know what. What all the other companies are saying they have photo black. We've had black ink since day one. Do you see that? Does that look brown to you? No, because we've had this black ink since day one. What other folks call photo black, which FYI, there's no such thing. We've had since day one. So we have amazing products, 114 milliliter bottles. And yes, that's sublimation ink, not pigment ink. Boom. So definitely check out our website. Look at it. Look at it. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. Plain paper setting, not premium matte. Look at that black honey. It's amazing, honey. So check out our website, shop.hsink365.com for all of your HS Ink, all of our HS Ink products. We have everyday affordable prices, so we don't run a lot of sales because we make it affordable for you every day. Our 8.5 by 11 paper costs $18.30. So very, very affordable prices every single day. All orders before 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time get sent out the same day. So we don't sit on your orders. You don't have to wait for forever and a day. That man that I'm married to and his team do an amazing job of getting your orders out. As long as you order before 3 p.m. It doesn't matter how many orders it is. They get them things out same day. If you order before 3 p.m. or if you order after 3 p.m., it goes out the next day with everything else. Yeah. Amazing customer service, amazing products, incredible products, incredible customer service, incredible knowledge from the GOAT. all available on hsinc365.com. Go and check us out. There is my little shameless plug and my little infomercial, okay? But I'm going to go because the little ones were supposed to be in bed 28 minutes ago, and they still making noise. They probably wait for me to come kiss them or read them a bedtime story. So we gonna read them a story. MJ asks me every night, and I just be tired. But they probably waiting on some kisses. So I'm gonna go so I can give the little ones. She says super fast shipping. But yeah. Let's see. Hush, AJ. Oh, wait, somebody asked about the pro. Wait a minute. Who asked about the pro? Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Who asked about the pro? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where is the somebody asked about the pro? Hold on. Did I miss something? Cricut employs a bunch of influencers and they hire more every day. Really do. Hold on. And in 3 months, we'll see those hat prices on Facebook Marketplace because it's nothing but a glorified iron. Savings. Oh, she said savings to get a cameo. Yeah, don't get a pro. Get a 12 or a 15. Get a plus. I brought a class this weekend. I think it is this one. For people trying to get rid of it because they don't like it. It would be expensive. Wait till old clue items. Love your presentation. Thank you. Where do I get a silhouette from? That's the one thing I wish they would have it in more places, because you go into Michael's, it's Cricut Central. You go into Joann's, it's Cricut Central, but they do have them there. Walmart has like 1 or 2 every once in a while. Swing Design is a really great place to get it from. They seem to always have theirs in stock, and you can click on my link in my link tree to get to them. I need to probably I have a link that's to get you right to the machines, but Swing Design is a great place to get it from. Also, the local place I go to here, Florida Flex, they sell cameos. I'm a little too honest, so they'll never let me sell them. I'm a little too honest, so I don't think I'm ever get that contract. Yes, you do have masters. We don't want we don't want to see. Oh, you don't want to see me in withdrawals. Yeah, go to their website or Michael's. Yeah, Michael's Swing Design. Don't go to their website. If you're gonna buy it, go to Swing Design so the girl can get her commission. Thanks, appreciate it. Please don't drop a single dime on the pro. The mat is about because they are hard to find. You need to cut that big. If you need to cut that big, go to a professional cutter. Correct. Let's see. Best Buy is starting to sell them. Don't buy from them either. I got a whole affiliate link. Swing has some good bundles. They really do. I don't get enough money from Amazon. Y'all can go there, but if y'all want to support your girl, go to Swing Design, because that's the only place that has them, and I can get a decent commission because Amazon likes to play. As much as people like to say you can make money from Amazon, Amazon gives you pennies. So you're gonna see a bunch of ads. Someone's gonna become do all this stuff and become an affiliate for Amazon and have all your links. They really give you pennies. They ought to be ashamed of themselves, especially since when people sell on Amazon, it is 15%. It's 15%. They take 15% when you sell your stuff on Amazon for most things. I mean, it varies for different things, but like if I was to sell ink and paper on there, they want 15%. And they doing that work, and I still got to ship it out unless I'm sending it directly to them. Do I still have the video comparing all of the silhouette machines? Yes. Let me see if I can post. Oh wait, I'm not on the computer. I'll come back, and while you're on YouTube, I'll go and I'll post it in the comment section because I can't post it on the live. So I will post it in the comment section for that video. But I also have a class where I go through all of them, and my out of the box goes into it a little bit more in detail. But which are you trying to decide on purchasing one? Because you can't purchase all the other ones. I just went through it as far as the features because people have different ones, but you cannot go and purchase the one anymore brand new. You can't. So the comparison was more so for those who already have it, for them to understand if they really needed to do any type of upgrading, and you really don't. If you have a 2, you don't need to upgrade. The 2 is the best machine Silhouette ever made. But you can tell them that even though you bought one and don't get it because it ain't worth it. Thank you, best friend. All right, y'all, let me go because they're getting out of hand in that room. I still have 3. I'm sorry. I have 2 because the lady that pushed me out of her hoo-ha took my other one. She was an Indian giver. She purchased one. She gave up on it. And now that she's in her later life and she wants to retire, she wants to take it back. So I now have 2 original cameos. So you're trying to decide between the 2 and the 4. So the 2 is going to be a better value. It doesn't have an auto, but it's the better machine. You won't be able to ever buy a 2 brand new. So that means that you're looking into a marketplace or buying it from someone used, or they brought it and never used it because it's still in the box, because that's actually how I got my 2. It was brand spanking new, never been open. But they don't continue to sell all of the machines. And the only difference between the 2 and the 4 is the auto blade. The 2 has more features. Like you can, it has a USB port. You have repeat job. And yeah, that's about it. Like, I mean, that's so, well, and just like the interface on the front, like having the buttons, but the 2 to me is a much better machine. They all cut the same way. You don't cut thicker material. You don't get more material when it comes to the 2 versus the ridge, like versus the 4. If you are able to find it and it's like on a marketplace and someone's selling it at a reasonable price, I would say go with the 2. But if you're someone that's like, I want something new, shiny, that's never been used before, then you have no choice but to get a 4. They don't sell the old ones. Ooh, the 3. I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that I have it for educational purposes, I probably would sell it. I can't stand the 3. I hate the 3. No, I'll deal with the 4 before I deal with the 3. It's just too big and clunky, and it's unnecessarily huge. And that top is what gets me every single time. Like with it sitting up, I can leave my machines underneath. Like, I have shorter stands, and I can use every last one of those machines in those smaller places. The Cameo 3, I have to pull that whole sucker out so that big old flipping door can open unless I want to take it out. So yeah, if it wasn't for teaching purposes, I would have given up my 3 a long time ago. Yeah, so you are welcome. Camera 3 is the worst. It's not their finest moment. But yeah, all right, y'all, let me go so AJ can go to bed and I can go to bed and my kids can go to bed because it's 9:36 and they hitting my walls. They laughing and they kiki too much for me to go to bed. Okay. Thank you guys so very much for joining me. Hopefully you enjoyed my review of this major announcement. I promise the next time I make a major announcement, it's gonna be a good announcement. It's not gonna be this foolishness. But thank you guys so very much. I will see you guys most likely on Friday. No, I'm gonna try to do the video that I was supposed to do today, the print and cut video I was going to do today. I'm going to try and do it tomorrow. If not, I will see you guys I'll see you on Wednesday and then on Friday. Okay. All right, y'all. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity. My Wawa's fell. Be incredible, and don't forget to visit the website shop.hsinc365.com. Until next time, peace.